guys, welcome back to another edition of What's New in the Library. So I haven't seen you for a while, but I come to you today with some very exciting news. So last night I attended a Zoom meeting, and it was for MASL, which is the Missouri Association of School Librarians. So it was me and a bunch of other librarians from all around the state of Missouri, and there were some really exciting announcements. The big one that affects you guys is they have narrowed down the nominees for next year's Mark Twain and Truman list. And I have those to share with you today. I have all of them to share with you. So this is a big deal. Only librarians know about this right now. So you guys are getting some VIP info. So I'm going to start with the Mark Twain books. Some of these you've heard before. You've probably already read some of them because I have some of them here in the library. I'm going to show you what I already have. But I'm going to go ahead and read you the whole list. So the first one is Unsung Hero of Birdsong USA. I have not read that one. Pay Attention, Carter Jones. I have read that one, but I don't have the copy here. One of you have it checked out right now. It's really good. It's by Gary Schmidt. Again, it's Pay Attention, Carter Jones. The next one is The Memory Keeper. After that is New Kid. I have New Kid. It is this book. It's located over in the graphic novels. It looks like this. So it's very exciting because there's a graphic novel on the Mark Twain list this year. A bunch of you have already read this. So if you read it, come tell me all about it because I haven't read it yet. So that's another one. The next one is Shine. I have this one, but I have not read it. It's over in the realistic fiction. It's Shine by JJ and Chris Grabenstein. The next one is Shouting at the Rain. This one is by Linda Mullally Hunt. This is the same author as Fish in a Tree. So if you like realistic fiction, you like Fish in a Tree, then you should check this book out. That is also another nominee for Mark Twain. The next one is called Song for a Whale. I don't have that one yet, but I'm going to get it. Bernice Buttman, Model Citizen. No clue what that one's about. The Bridge Home. I have that one, but it is currently checked out. One of you has it right now. And then the next one that I have is another graphic novel, White Bird by R.J. Palacchio. This is the same author as the book Wonder. You can see the Wonder sticker here. This is a really interesting book, graphic novel. It's about the author's family. It's her grandma or great-grandma, I can't remember for sure, but her relative was involved in World War II during all the Nazi stuff, and so this book is kind of an inside look into that. So graphic novel, beautiful pictures. So again, that's over in the graphic novel section. The next one on the Mark Twain list is Charlie Thorne and the Last Equation. Not sure about that one either. And Me and Sam Handle the Apocalypse by Susan Vaught. There's some interesting titles this time. I'm going to have to look into them. Okay, so that's all the Mark Twain ones. You ready for Truman? Okay, Mark Twain, by the way, was for like 4th, 5th, and 6th grade, but anybody can read them. The Truman Award books are for 6th, 7th, 8th grade, but again, anyone can read them unless they're young adult. If they're young adult, then you have to make sure you're in 6th grade and you have your form signed. So here we go with the Truman Award nominees. The first one is Genesis Begins Again. This is in realistic fiction. Have you noticed a lot of them are realistic fiction so far? Either realistic fiction or graphic novel. So that's kind of interesting. This one again, Genesis Begins Again. This is a Truman Award nominee. The next one is called Tiger Queen. And they said at the meeting that it has nothing to do with the Netflix show Tiger King. Everybody kept asking, and they're like, no. But it's Tiger Queen. So I looked it up because I wanted to see what it was. We don't have it. And it looks like it's definitely going to be in the fantasy section. So once I get that book in, it will be in the fantasy section. Again, that's Tiger Queen. The next one, you already know about this one. I've told you about this one before. It's The Remarkable Journey of Coyote Sunrise by Dan Gemeinhart. Her real name is not Coyote Sunrise, but that's what her dad calls her. And she calls him Rodeo. That's not his real name. They're dealing with some really hard stuff in life. And they kind of deal by just getting in a school bus and going across the country and just going to a different place every day and not really living a normal life. It's a really interesting book. You should definitely check it out. One of my favorite authors. Excuse me. The next one is called The Bone Houses. That one's supposed to be really scary. The Unteachables. I have this book, but it's not in. One of you has it. It's by Gordon Corman. He is a very prolific author, meaning he's written a bunch of stuff. A lot of stuff in realistic fiction and a whole lot of stuff in comedy. So again, that's The Unteachables. The next one is called Other Words for Home. Again, one of you has that book right now because I have it. It's just not in the library. I can't show you the cover. Verify, not sure what that's about. The Line Tender, this is one that I have. So it's in realistic fiction, and I always like to say if the cover's blue, it's probably going to make you cry, which obviously that's not a scientific thing, but I still like to say that. Well, the cover's blue, so I'm probably going to cry when I read this one. I've not read it yet, but I definitely will because it is on the Truman list. The next one I have for you is the crossover. Now, you've read the crossover by Kwame Alexander, but it is the graphic novel version of that is the nominee. I don't have the graphic novel version yet, but I'm going to get it. Next one is called Right as Rain. I have that one here. Somebody has it checked out. It's the End of the World as I Know It. And the last one is called Free Lunch, and that book has gotten a lot of praise from all the librarians and all the kids that have read it. So anyway, really good list this year. I am going to send the list to your teachers. I will send it to the ELA teachers, reading teachers, all the teachers. I'll send it to them in an email, and then that way they can send it to you if you would like to look at these on your own on the Mazzle website. So again, that is next year's Mark Twain and Truman books, and I'm really excited to start buying those and start reading them and start recommending them to you. So that is all I have for you this month. It was good to see you guys. Take care. In realistic fiction, we got in 3 new books about girls and horseback riding. In mystery, we got in some more Goosebumps books. These are all books from Slappy's World, so if you're into Goosebumps, check those out. In action and adventure, I got 6 books. These look pretty cool. The back of them says, what would you do if you were stuck inside a video game? So all of them have to do with video games. In nonfiction, I got in a favorite, the Who Would Win series, a whole bunch of those. Also some soccer books. More soccer books. And then the last new books this month are creepy books about UFOs and aliens and spooky houses.